If money is just numbers, why does it feel like a mood? One notification from your bank and your whole body changes. One unexpected bill and your chest tightens. One successful person on your feed, and suddenly your life feels small. In 2026, most people don't just have a money problem. They have a money frequency problem. Not magic, not woo. Frequency here simply means this: the pattern of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors you repeat around money. That pattern is the signal you broadcast into your life. And life keeps responding to that signal. So let's calmly engineer this. Let's look at how money frequency actually works in real modern life, and how you can start changing yours. No hype, no shame, just honesty and inner training. Imagine a normal day in 2026. You wake up. Before your feet hit the floor, you grab your phone. You see a payment due. You see prices going up. You see someone on social media flexing a lifestyle that feels a galaxy away from you. Notice what happens inside your body. Stomach tight, breath shallow, mind already racing. I'm behind. I'll never catch up. Everyone else is winning. That rush of thoughts and feelings is your money frequency switching on for the day. You haven't even had breakfast yet. Later, you're at work or on your laptop at home. You're tired. You open a shopping app just to look. 10 minutes later, you've bought something you don't really need, just to feel a tiny bit better. Then the guilt arrives. Again. Thoughts, emotions, behavior. Same loop. The numbers in your account changed a little, but your frequency stayed exactly the same. This is the unconscious money frequency, a repeating loop of scarcity, panic, avoidance, and escape. Not because you're stupid, not because you're lazy, because your nervous system got trained by years of stress, family stories, and a world that screams at you 24/7, you are not enough, you don't have enough, you must chase more. In that noise, your money frequency got set to survival mode. So what is money frequency really? Strip away the mystical language, and it is simple. Money frequency, how you consistently think, feel, and act when you interact with money. Do you see money as a constant threat? Do you see it as a tool? Do you see it as proof of your value? Do you see it as something dirty, something spiritual, people should avoid? Whatever story runs deepest in you becomes your signal. Your thoughts broadcast it, your emotions amplify it, your daily choices lock it in, and your results echo it back to you. Overdraft fees, impulse buying, never opening the banking app, saying I'm broke is a personality, undercharging because you feel guilty asking for more. These are not random accidents. They're the outer expression of an inner frequency. Let's map a few very real 2026 money frequencies. See where you recognize yourself. 1. The scarcity scanner. This person checks prices like an alarm system. Every grocery trip is a stress test. Gas prices, rent, subscriptions, everything is a threat. They say things like, everything is too expensive. I can't keep up. Underneath, the belief is, there is never enough, and there will never be enough. Their behavior, hoarding cheap things instead of investing in useful ones, saying no to opportunities because what if I lose this little I have, constantly reading bad news about the economy and feeding their fear. That's a frequency. 2. The survival sprinter. This one can hustle. They do overtime. They take extra shifts. They start side gigs. But their inner signal is, I'm only safe when I'm grinding. So when they rest, they feel guilty. They overwork until they burn out. They earn a bit more, then sabotage it with burnout spending. Because I deserve it. Money comes in faster, but it leaks out through exhaustion and emotional spending. 3. The numb avoider. This person is tired. They don't want to think about money at all. Bills stay unopened. Emails from the bank go unread. They swipe the card and just hope it works. Their frequency is, I can't handle this. I'll deal with it later. But later never comes. Anxiety grows in the shadows. None of these people are bad. They're just tuned to an old signal. So how do you change your money frequency in 2026? Not by shouting affirmations while your nervous system is in full panic. not by pretending everything is fine, and not by waiting for crypto, politics, or the economy to magically rescue you. You change it the way you would tune a radio. Gently, precisely. One adjustment at a time. Let's walk through it like an inner engineering process. Step 1. Notice the signal without attacking yourself for a week. Don't try to fix your money. Just observe your reactions. When you check your balance, what's the first thought? When you pay a bill, what emotion appears? When you think about earning more, what story shows up? Write it down in plain language. I feel stupid. I feel late. I feel small. I feel defensive. I feel like a child around money. This is not weakness. This is data. An engineer doesn't yell at a machine for malfunctioning. They study it. You are doing the same with your mind. In 2026, the world moves fast. You will be pushed to react instantly. Noticing, even for 10 seconds, is an act of rebellion. Step 2. Reframe money from threat to information. Right now, if you're like most people, your bank app feels like a monster. You open it, brace for impact, then slam it shut. What if, starting now, you treat it differently? Every number is information, not a verdict on your worth, not a spiritual scorecard, just a report. This is what my current thoughts, skills, and habits have created so far. That's all. Painful maybe, but clean. When you see money as information, not as an attack, your frequency shifts from "I'm under attack" to "I'm learning." That shift alone can calm your body, and a calm body can make better decisions. Step 3. Upgrade your inner story about money. You can't broadcast a new frequency while running the same old script. Listen for statements like, "Rich people are all corrupt. Wanting more is greedy. I'm just not good with money. Spiritual people shouldn't care about money." Ask yourself honestly, who did I hear this from? Did they seem peaceful? Did they seem free? If not, why would you let their story run your life? You don't have to jump to "I'm a money genius." That will feel fake. But you can move to "I'm learning to understand money." I can become more capable than I feel right now. Money is a tool, not a god, not a devil. Those small upgrades in language are like changing the code. Over time, your emotional signal follows. Step 4. Use imagination as a design tool, not a torture device. Most people already use imagination around money to scare themselves. What if I lose my job? What if I can't pay rent? What if everything collapses? You are running high-powered simulation software against yourself. In 2026, with the economy shifting, remote work rising, AI changing jobs, your imagination can either paralyze you or guide you. Here is a simple exercise. Instead of imagining disaster, imagine a specific, realistic, better money life 1 year from now. Not a mansion, not a private jet. Picture this. You open your banking app and feel steady, not panicked. You have a small emergency cushion. Debt is either gone or going down in a clear plan. You earn a bit more because you're using your skills more wisely. See the version of you who lives like that. How do they talk? What do they do with their phone at night? How do they respond when a friend says, "Let's blow money"? Just because that person is your new frequency template. Not a fantasy, a blueprint. Step 5. Align your signal with real-world value. Frequency is not just feeling good. Money still responds to reality. In 2026, money flows toward solving real problems, saving people time, reducing their anxiety, making complex things simple. Ask yourself, where do my natural abilities intersect with real problems? Maybe you explain things clearly. Maybe you're good with systems. Maybe you create beauty. Maybe you're patient with people others can't handle. That's potential value. Your money frequency changes when your inner talk, "I have nothing to offer," shifts to "I am training my value." Learn a skill that fits today's world. Offer it in a small way. Charge something, even if it's tiny. Deliver more care than they expect. Your nervous system will freak out the first few times. That's okay. You are teaching it a new signal. I can create value. I can be paid for it. I can survive this. Step 6. Protect your frequency from digital noise. In 2026, your money frequency doesn't just come from your family, it's shaped by the feed you stare at for hours. You see highlight reels, fake flexes, and endless quick money tricks. This keeps your signal in constant agitation, behind. You cannot tune your own frequency while drowning in other people's noise. Set boundaries. Unfollow accounts that make you feel small and frantic. Follow voices that teach, not just tease. Limit how often you expose yourself to doom economics news that you can't act on. This is not denial. It is nervous system hygiene. A cleaner input creates a cleaner inner signal. Step 7. Practice small, boring consistency. Frequency is not a one-time feeling. It is the average of what you repeat. So instead of waiting for a huge breakthrough, look at what you can do daily or weekly that says, I respect money, I respect myself. Examples. Checking your accounts calmly twice a week instead of avoiding them. Putting aside even a tiny amount regularly. Giving yourself a simple plan to pay down one debt. Scheduling 1 hour a week to improve a skill that can increase your income. These actions don't look dramatic on camera. They are not viral, but they change your signal. You go from out of control to learning the controls, and over time life starts reflecting that back. Slightly fewer crises, slightly more space, slightly more options. Here's the quiet truth most people miss. Money frequency is not about deserving. It is about alignment. When your thoughts are stuck in fear, your emotions are stuck in panic, and your actions are stuck in avoidance, your frequency says, I am not ready to hold more. When your thoughts move toward learning, your emotions move toward calm responsibility, and your actions move toward small, steady improvements, your frequency says, I am becoming capable of holding more. Life responds differently to those two signals. So if, right now, you feel behind in 2026, if you're tired of pretending you're fine while your chest tightens every time you open your banking app, hear this carefully. You are not broken. You're tuned to an old signal. Maybe it came from your parents' stress, maybe from a past business failure, maybe from years of just trying to survive. That's not your fault, but tuning it now is your responsibility. You don't have to fix everything tonight. You don't have to become some flawless money person. Start with this. Notice your reactions. Talk to yourself with a little more respect. See money as information. Use your imagination to design, not destroy. Invest in real value, in yourself and in others. Protect your mind from constant comparison. Repeat small, sane actions. Do this, and your money frequency will shift. Slowly, quietly, certainly. And one day you will realize, money still goes up and down. Life still throws surprises. But inside, the signal has changed. You are no longer broadcasting panic. You are broadcasting presence, capability, and calm responsibility. In that state, money is no longer your master. It becomes what it was always meant to be, a tool in the hands of an awake human being, a reflection of the value you create, a training ground for your soul to grow in clarity and strength. That is what it means to understand the money frequency in 2026, not to control every outcome, but to finally take ownership of the signal you send with your thoughts, your body, and your choices from this moment on.